So we're here at the end of the first week of the Gold-Blooded Tour, and gee, it's been a great week. We've been all over the top end, met lots of people, lots of smiles, and touched lots of hearts here, and we've had a pretty cracking start, Glennie.
Yeah, I definitely, Justin. The reception we've had from the rugby public has been fantastic, and the schools we've been to and everything else has been really great.
And what about the start? What was the first activity we did? We're a bit worried we're going to lose someone there for a while.
Yes, Crocosaurus and yourself and Stevie jumping in the tank. We forgot that Stevie was a bit claustrophobic, so that must have been an interesting experience with him down there.
Well, I think the word got out that the croc was a forward, so he got a bit worried about getting in the drink with two forwards.
Well, that wouldn't have went for him, mate. He's got little skinny legs, so you'd have been in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, I was worried about my muffin tops, that's for sure. My dad body was in no danger of looking appetising, that's for sure. So we're here at Crocosaurus Cove, and Stephen Larkham's a bit worried. I'm trying to hide a little chicken's head in his pants. Apparently we're jumping in the tank with a croc. Glennella's been ruled out, he looks too tasty.
No, it's all straightforward, isn't it? Doesn't seem too hard at all. Cage of Death. Can you read the bit?
Cage of Death. Why is it called the Cage of Death? We've got Bill here, we're going down to see William, and we've got Barney here, so who knows what's going to happen.
Us blackfellas are not that stupid to get into a pen with crocodiles, but little Stevie Larkin with his little chicken legs, I'm sure that crocodile's looking at him, I can eat that little white fella.
I'm jelly, everything's jelly at the moment. I think it's a combination of the croc and the claustrophobia.
Mate, that thing's got more teeth than Matt Dunning at buffet breakfast time, so there's no chance I'm doing that again. Yeah, we knocked around Darwin a fair bit and got into a fair few schools there. We even had time to rip out to Jabiru, out near where I used to live, and get a barramundi sandwich in.
Gee, you're lucky. Look, we had great times at the schools, girls and boys. We had a great reception from all those kids. And look, they love rugby. They haven't had a lot of exposure to it, but we left them with a great impression. Hey, Goog, I believe you had a pit stop on the way back from Jabiru.
Well, Glennie, mate, it's pretty hot up here, and man's not a camel. Okay, so we're just up here at Gold-Blooded Tour, top end of Australia. It's a bit dry, a bit hot. We're at the Rugby.com.au hotel, and we thought we'd take Bill in for a bit of a drink.
We couldn't leave Darwin without going to the rugby shop and seeing Brutal Bruce Cannon and having his famous coffee, which was consisted of Bundy rum and a bit of Coke. So look, at about 12:30 in the day. That was a great experience. What do you think?
Yeah, mate, look, it was probably one of the better highlights of the trip, I think. Brutal Bruce has put so much energy into rugby up here. He's a big supporter of the community and really, a Queensland legend that's placed himself up here and supported the brand and put so many people into rugby, and we couldn't get past him without having a cold coffee, he called it.
Yeah.
Mate, this game's been running through my blood since 1964. I've played rugby every year since then, and you could say that I'm gold-blooded.
And Glennie, we finished Darwin off quite nicely, didn't we? We managed to get down to the Eric Johnson Award, give some awards out to some players, and gee, wasn't that a fantastic evening?
Well, it was fantastic to get yourself and Steve up there and myself, and tell a few stories and have a bit of yarn to the local community. Catch up with people we haven't seen for many years. It was a really great night, and I think they really appreciated it.
We had a very early start too to get down to Alice Springs. We came down to Alice and got around and did a few things, mate, and how was that?
Yeah, look, it was fantastic, back into the schools. And I think the highlight for me so far is visiting Alice Springs Hospital, and going into the wards there with Wally. A lot of Aboriginal people are in that hospital and kids, and going to visit them with Wally and, seeing the smiles on their faces and, just doing that little bit to make their day a lot more better than what it currently is. So that was one of my highlights.
Then we headed out to Correctional Centre here in Alice. Gee, that was a great day and a great afternoon to get inside there and spend some time with some inmates that have got all full of hope and smiles and laughter when we showed up. And it was probably pretty pleasing for myself to be allowed to leave for one of the few times I've been in those places. But certainly that seeing everyone touch a rugby ball,
Yeah.
and just the laughter and fun they were having, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the skills they exhibited was just unbelievable. As soon as they seen us, seen the rugby balls, these guys have got some really good skills.
Well, I had to go up the touch footy, and I can tell you that I woke up needing a Zimmer frame to get the breakfast, mate, because it was not a good idea.
Yes, I think I was trying to get you off the field because you slowed everything down, mate.
We couldn't come down this close to one of Australia's most famous landmarks and sacred landmarks to head to Uluru and have some interaction with the locals down there. We had Big DK with his own version of Fiji walkabout. He's been missing for most of the trip, but what he did do was make up for it and show up with some sausages. We're not sure if he's brought some carver too, but definitely some sausages to get a feed in.
And he's going to eat a lot of them, I reckon, too.
Yeah, I reckon he'll eat most of them. Well, this is where you and I jump off, Glennie.
Yep.
And we're gonna pass the thread and the gold-blooded baton on to DK's going to stick around. Julian Huxley, Adam Fryer are going to head down all the way down to Tasmania, and Matty Cobain's going to come on and put a few shots on as well. Don't forget to check out the tour on Wallabies Social and wallabies.rugby, and we're looking forward to seeing you at another stage of the tour, because we're going to jump back in as well at some stage. Cheers.
Cheers.